This week, we continue to explore Baja California Sur, where we spend some time in the busy city of La Paz, where unfortunately we get caught up in some allegations regarding a hit and run. I got a message from someone I don't know on Instagram of a screenshot of a post that said an RV had hit someone's car, someone's Suburban, with pictures of the damage to their car and then a picture of our school bus. People were tagging us in the post thinking that we hit someone else's car. After the drama unwinds, we escape back to the beach where we chill out and see the most magical dolphin sighting of our lives. Hi, I'm Morgan. This is Matt. This is Oppie. This is Nandi. And this is our home. Follow along as we travel North America in our 30-foot converted school bus. So we've just arrived in La Paz for a few nights. We came down from just over there, I think, actually. Right?
Yeah, up that way somewhere. You can, well, maybe you can't see, but there's a ferry over there. We were just camped up.
The ferry just
a little bit near the ferry terminal on a beach for a few days.
Yeah, we took a break of filming for those days, but yeah, now we're back in La Paz, and we're gonna be here for maybe 2 nights. Check it out, and then we'll move on a little bit further north.
Yeah. We've been, well, I'm developing the idea that we maybe be in the bigger towns for the weekends, because, you know, we're more likely to maybe find some live music, a little bit more happening, and then be out of the towns on the weekdays. Well, and to be honest, probably the majority of the time out of the towns, but if we're going to come into a city, do it on a weekend.
We're just getting ready to head out for a bike ride. Last night we just ended up going somewhere very simple and convenient for dinner because Oppie wasn't in the mood, and then we also tied up in a little bit of Baja drama starting around midday yesterday. Basically what happened was we went to go fill up our water tank at one of the water purification centers, and after we pulled in, another school bus pulled in after us, and we sort of chatted to them while we were filling up our tanks. We never met them before. It was just like pleasantries, yeah, introducing ourselves and stuff. A few hours later, I got a message from someone I don't know on Instagram of a screenshot of a post that said an RV had hit someone's car, someone's Suburban, with pictures of the damage to their car and then a picture of our school bus. In the post, if you read it, it actually said that we didn't do it, but we were traveling with the people who did do it. So they were blaming the other school bus, but they included a picture of our bus. So of course people just read the title, which was RV hits Suburban in hit and run, and then they see a picture of our school bus, which is really hard to miss, especially in a place like Baja. If we're driving around Baja, people are seeing us, people recognize the bus. Yeah, so someone messaged me with the post, and I also had a message from the guy whose Suburban it was, asking for information on the people, and I explained to him we actually don't know them, we only knew the guy's first name. I messaged him all the information I had, but Oppie was having a nap, and then he was trying to call me, so I texted him back immediately and just said, we'll call you after our daughter's done napping, can't talk right now. After Oppie woke up, Matt called him and asked him to remove the post because people were tagging us in the post thinking that we hit someone else's RV, or sorry, someone else's car, which obviously doesn't look very good on our part. Yeah, like even like pulling into the campground, the people who were here had read the post, so yeah, it just doesn't look very good on us. Yeah, so then Matt calls him and he explains everything, asks the guy to take the post down, and the guy says he will, but ends up not taking it down at all. And then is like commenting that he was putting pressure on us by releasing a picture of our vehicle to give up information, which the information we clearly didn't have because we don't know the person at all. We had literally just met them. Anyways, I ended up just making a separate post on the forum that he posted on, saying that, you know, this is who we are, posted a few pictures of our bus, a few pictures of us, and said, you know, we had nothing to do with it. You know, we've helped as much as we could, but we'd appreciate that, you know, people know that it had nothing to do with us. And since then, we've been in contact with the person that he's now blaming, who has said they haven't hit the bus, or they never hit his car either. So we're not really sure what has happened, or what actually the truth is, because we weren't there. Like, we literally had left the water filling station because they were in line to fill up after us. So we had left by the time everything had happened anyways. We literally weren't there. So we have no idea what happened. And hopefully that's all sorted now. But yeah, it wasn't very nice to be caught up in the middle of it and having like people tag us and message us and yeah, asking questions about us hitting someone when yeah, we literally had no idea what had happened. So we had to deal with that last night, and then basically just came home and hung out for a bit, and yeah, now we're just gonna move on and carry on with our day today, and hopefully it'll all pass over.
La Paz is the capital city of Baja California Sur, located on the eastern coast of the peninsula along the Sea of Cortez. It's known for its beautiful beaches, calm waters, and vibrant marine life. The city has a relaxed, small-town feel and is popular for ecotourism, especially activities like snorkeling, diving, and swimming with whale sharks. With roots dating back to the indigenous peoples and Spanish explorers in the 1500s, La Paz blends history, culture, and natural beauty in a peaceful seaside setting.
Wow. Happy.
You're gonna stay, Nandi? So we're just heading out for dinner again tonight. Our second night in La Paz, and yeah, I think we'll just be here the 2 nights. We're just talking about what really excites us about being down here in Baja. And although the towns are really cool, they have beautiful buildings, and you know, the atmosphere is really nice. We had that week in Loreto with Morgan's mum and aunt when they visited, and I think that really filled our cup up with what being in towns. And now really where we want to be is just parked on the beach, primarily cooking our own meals or stopping at the small little beachside sort of, I guess,
Little restaurants, or like
little restaurants, taco stands and stuff. And yeah, although there's, you know, some museums here, loads of tours, lots of shops if you want to buy anything, it just, nothing's appealed to us.
We originally had a tour scheduled to go swim with whale sharks, but unfortunately the water is colder than usual this year, and they have to have a certain amount of whale sharks in the bay to do the tours, and they haven't reached that number. So they might open it up later on the season, but we probably won't be around for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
can you take it?
so we're gonna make the most of being here by going out for another meal, and then tomorrow we're gonna fill our fridge and our cupboards again and head back out to a beach somewhere. What dog do you see? I don't see any dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not high enough to see them.
This nappy.
We're just getting ready to leave La Paz and head back to the beach that we stayed at just south Loreto. We're sort of gonna do it in 2 days though, so we're gonna stop in the middle and stay a night. I can't say that everyone is in the best moods. Oppie decided to wake up at 1:30 last night, and then I tried to put her back down for an hour until 2:30, and she has been awake since. So Matt and I sort of swapped off. Yeah, hanging out with her and then getting some sleep ourselves. But everyone is now sleep deprived. Oppie has not slept at all, so Matt and I have at least had a little bit of sleep between the two of us. And she's still going strong, but you know, it's just life, I guess. Hey, are you feeling a little bit tired now?
No.
No, okay. What are you doing with Elfie?
I'll be in it.
You're trying to put Elfie in your shirt. Okay. We're just at the beach that we stayed at before we went to Todos Santos, just south of Loreto. Such a nice free camping area, and yeah, we figured it's an easy spot to come back to before we slowly start to make our way north. So we're gonna go collect some firewood, and hopefully we can find some because it's pretty dry around here. But yeah, gonna collect some firewood and then hopefully have a fire tonight. Maybe go for a swim afterwards. Good, Oppie? Yeah? You putting your shoes on?
Bucket. A bucket.
It's not broken. You just have to slide it through here. I can help you.
This bucket. Look.
Alright, if you're wondering what I'm saying in this video, to be completely honest, so am I. Unfortunately, all of our footage from this point was taken without sound, which is apparently what you get when you have two amateurs playing with technology. So I hope you're good at lip reading. Just kidding. Well, I don't know what I'm saying, I know what we are doing. And around the other side of this point, there's a beautiful little bay and marina, which is where we are heading for an afternoon swim. The next morning, we set out on the kayak to paddle around to the marina. This would take us about an hour each way, and we'd have to pull the kayak out of the water to cross the seawall. We were especially hopeful to see dolphins, as this is the direction they would head each morning. The Sea of Cortez is home to at least 21 different species of dolphins. The most frequent to the area being the common dolphin, the bottlenose dolphin, and the spinner dolphin. The spinner dolphin is typically the smallest of the three, ranging from 4 to 7 feet, while the bottlenose range from about 6 feet to a whopping 13 feet. Like humans and chimpanzees, dolphins are known for having large brains. They generally live longer, have stable communities, and demonstrate a variety of emotions. One of the most obvious traits that has determined these animals as highly intelligent is their playful antics and behavior, which only makes them more fascinating to watch. While pods generally range from a dozen individuals to 50 dolphins, we were lucky enough to see a massive group with about 100 dolphins as far as we could tell. And while we've been in Mexico, we've seen hundreds of dolphins, but I can honestly say that it doesn't get old. It feels like magic every single time. Thanks for coming along with us. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on next week's video.